Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. Both defenses will have to be on the watch for a pair of tight ends looking to find seams in the secondary. It's the Giants going up against the Falcons. Now let's head down to Jim Nantz and Phil Simms for this Week 2 matchup.
Josh Brown getting his team set as we're about to get underway. So that means Devin Hester will be back for the opening kick. The Falcons setting up for the kickoff. Fields the football at the 3. Gets out past the 20 and brought down at the 24. Manning's got his helmet on now as he comes to the huddle. Last week, he did not have a single touchdown throw, and he's looking to change that today.
Well, once again, Eli Manning takes the field. This guy has never missed a snap in his NFL career. Knows how to avoid trouble, doesn't take the big hits, and you give this guy time, he'll get it done.
The Giants have it at the 24. Wide to the left. Here's a look at the Giants offense. A model of efficiency a week ago without a single giveaway. The Falcons defense brings in an extra member of the secondary. They'll go nickel. Beckham has got it on a pass that had some heat.
Well, he's got talent. This receiver can make the catches when you throw it his way. And I think his talent, the way offenses are designed, and the rules of the NFL, it makes guys like him almost unstoppable.
That was a big gainer. Now it's time to back it up. Midway through the first. And that's a gain of 9.
Always good to have these types of runs. Yeah, it's not a first down, but it sends a message. It shows everybody that you can run it when you want to, and also it opens up so many other things for your offense.
They want to keep feeding him the football.
If you're running back and you want more carries, do things like this. Read the defense right, read the blocking, and pick up first downs. That's a really good job by the running back.
1st and 10. Right back to him one more time. Smashes to the left side. They'll mark him at the 22. This defense features a first-round pick out of the 2013 draft from Washington in cornerback Desmond Trufant.
Yeah, it turned out to be a really good pick for the Atlanta Falcons. They need help everywhere in the defensive side, and last year Trufant, he showed he is a true cover corner. He can take your best wide receiver and cover him all over the field. If you want to run the football with success, you're going to have plays like this where they pick up very little yardage. Don't listen to the fans. Keep running it, and it'll work.
3rd and 5. Eli Manning out to Victor Cruz.
Jim, the defense gives up the first down that time inside the red zone, but there's only so many things the offense can do. Let's see if they can hold it.
1st and goal from the 5. Trying to power his way right up the middle. He's averaging 5 yards per carry on the day.
Well, that last play almost got him in here, and when you look at this, what do? Well, you just want to punch it in. There's a lot of different scenarios. You could do a play-action fake.
He dives into the end zone for the score. They've tied the game as this first quarter. Falcons getting ready to kick it away. He'll take it from the 4. Able to move past the 20 and brought down at the 23. Desmond Trufant takes the field once again. Their defense has had a lot to do with them getting out to this lead, and he's been the one setting the tone, Phil.
Yeah, Jim, I love the way he plays. He's had a terrific day so far. His toughness, I think that's his greatest quality.
Good yardage picked up on that ball.
You're running back in this league, and you pick up first downs, and you don't fumble the football, I promise you one thing, you're going to get more carries.
The Falcons with a nickel look here on defense. Now 1st and 10. And he is tackled down at the 38-yard line. Manning's lined up. 2 tight ends set. Toss to the outside. Trufant's all over the ball carrier.
Well, this is an easy call right now for the offensive coordinator. He knows the situation of the football game, so you give the quarterback a nice, safe play to run right here.
And we've reached the 2-minute warning. All right, so now as we go back to the field, we've got a good game going, and an offense is trying to close the gap before halftime. 3rd and 12 to go. Almost made the catch, but the collision jarred it loose.
Good timing by the defensive player that time. He gets to the receiver just as the football is getting there and makes the hit, knocks that football loose.
Hester's got a chance this time. Gains 16.
Hester's able to show off his talent on that punt return that time. What speed and quickness that allows him to break through some of that coverage.
Julio. Bosher is back now. He'll be punting it away. Fields it cleanly and starts his return. He's taken down at the 47. That return's good for about 35.
The Giants know there's 3 parts to every football game: offense, defense, and special teams. What a play for the special teams here. Good punt return, good blocking. They get it done.
The Giants are going to line up. Close game, 2nd quarter. The score's 10-7. The Giants didn't get much out of that last drive, so now here they come again on offense. I'm sure they're going to be a little bit more of an urgency to the offense this time.
Well, I'll just say this to you, Jim Nance. I sure hope so. After that last drive, that was just too generic. Wasn't very well thought out, and they got to change what they're doing on the offensive side.
Got to give that defense a little credit, though, don't you?
Well, yeah, the defense did its job, but man, that was pretty easy.
The Giants from the 37. Handoff by Manning. That's a gain of 6. He's now over 50 yards rushing on the day.
Well, you got to know the situation as a player. Even if the coaches didn't tell you this, you should know it. When you get a chance inside of 2 minutes to get out of bounds, you do it.
The Giants take it from the 43. Trying to plow ahead. He's averaging about 4 yards a carry. The Giants are going to use one of the 2 timeouts. The Giants prepared to return the kickoff. With this kick, the 2nd half is underway. Takes it from the 4, and here we go. And he's going to be brought down right around the 33-yard line. The Giants talk things over at the intermission, and I'm sure one of the first orders of business was to try to figure out a way to get this offense going, Phil.
Absolutely. That's what you want to do, and I think you do that by play call. So the coach, they have many plays that we call drive starters. Catch the defense by surprise. They need to call one of those right here and right now to get this offense going.
2nd and 6.
The offensive line that time had no idea this cornerback was coming on the blitz. He timed it perfectly, and the speed and the talent to get there, and he gets the sack on the QB.
The Giants snap it at the 26. And they bring down the quarterback, and it's a 3-and-out for the offense. That's a big stop just out of the half. The defense able to weather any halftime adjustments thrown at them and now put their offense in excellent position to extend this lead.
Yeah, great job by the defense, and let's see what the offense and what they come out with. What did they learn in the first half where they can come out here in the third quarter and take advantage of the defense?
Hester's tackled down after a gain of 15.
Hester's such a great athlete. You got to find ways to get the football to him. Here's another way to get it to him.
The Falcons getting ready for the kickoff. He's got a chance to return this one. And the tackle's made right around the 26-yard line. The Giants offense is on the field, hoping to erase the memory of their last drive, which was completely unproductive. A quick 3-and-out.
Yeah, it was. I don't know if they can erase it.
He's in the clear. The 30, the 20, the 10, taking it all the way home for the touchdown. Midway. They're in punting formation. He wants to return this one. Moore's there that time for the tackle.
There's nothing like a good punt returner. Just give him a little hope. Just make somewhat of a decent block. He'll do the rest. That's what we saw that time.
The Falcons defense, where was it the last time? They could not stop the pass.
Well, they were trying. I mean, they were working as hard as they could. But hey, this group they're going against on offense, they're pretty good.
He's averaging about 4 yards a carry.
This is one good tackling defense. They stay in good position at all times, and we saw it that time, and they stopped the play for a short gain.
And it'll be 2nd down and 6 after the running play on 1st down. The Falcons lined up in the nickel. Manning will take the snap from the shotgun. Muscles through the defender. Randall's met after a gain of 3.
Well, I guess the best thing to say there, Jim, is they completed a pass, but it still did not get a 1st down.
The Giants have it at the 44. And Cruz is going to pull in the bullet pass. Ball is out. Tackle's made. A lot has changed since the opening minutes of this game when it comes to...
Hold on.
They're set to punt it away now. And that punt is going out of bounds. They are not going to allow them to return it. The Giants offense comes back onto the field, looking to make up for the way their previous drive came to an end when they fumbled the football away.
Yeah, they got to find a way to get going again. It's a good play call. That always helps. But look, I'm going to give the defense credit on that last turnover. They took it away. That's why the offense fumbled.
What do you think makes that coach on the sideline, though, more upset? Seeing his team throw an interception or fumble the football away?
Fumbling is the worst turnover of all in the NFL. There's no question it's the fumble.
Over the middle and Incomplete that time.
Well, when you get in a situation like this, Jim, and you get 3rd and long, I'll tell you what catches a defense by surprise. Run a double move on the outside against the defensive back, because everybody in the stands and the defensive players all think you're going to throw it short.
He reaches up and grabs it. That's another reception. Give him 2.
Giants, good job that time moving the chains, picking up that 1st down. And, Jim, of course, there's no time to panic in a situation like this. I think they know that. It's in the second half. You're down just a few points. Just keep looking for ways to get another 1st down, and that'll serve your team well.
Manning's completion percentage, 70% on the day.
When you can't hit the quarterback or put pressure on him, there's not much you're going to get done then. That time, quarterback had time. Throws it down the field for another completion.
1st down at the 49. What a hit, and the ball falls incomplete.
Good anticipation that time by the defender. He gets to the receiver just as the football's arriving, and he makes a beautiful hit to knock the football loose.
Quarters formation here for the defense. 2nd and 10. In on the football and has hold of it with 2 hands.
Randall's so fast, you have to back off of him. Why? Because you don't want him to run by you and go deep down the field. So that time he breaks the out route. The quarterback puts it right on target, and he makes the catch. Just sort of the 1st down marker.
And he's going to be tackled right around the 31-yard line. He's now got 70-plus yards on the ground.
Giants did a good job that time picking up the 1st down. Let's look at the situation. If you're behind the second half, you keep looking to pick up those 1st downs, and you get enough of them. What does it do? Pretty simple. It leads to a score.
Manning standing back in the shotgun, ready for the snap. Donnell with the reception.
Jim Nantz, that was the old fly route. When we were kids, that's what they called it. See if you can fly by the defensive back. He did that time. Nice throw and catch. Jim, when you get inside the other team's red zone, inside the 20-yard line, and you're down some points, you're thinking touchdown in these situations.
Here's the handoff, and they'll run it. Collins is there to take him down. 2nd down coming up. These guys need to make something happen on offense, with time beginning to run out. He'll throw it over the middle. That's a gain of 8. That's his 4th catch of the day.
The Giants had a nice play designed that time. It pulled the defense, and they get the pass completion for a nice pickup.
Time is running out. The defense knows it's playing with the lead, but doing whatever it can to just try. Giants, touchdown! Randall's caught his 1st touchdown of the season. And how clutch was that score right there, partner, when they absolutely had to have it. The Giants in the full house, set now at the line. To the ground. Wide to the left. In the end, it picks up only a yard. The Falcons will call for the timeout. They need every second to be preserved at this point. 2nd down and in a very precarious spot. Falcons defense now is going to go nickel. He's wide open for the grab. The Falcons stop the clock in a hurry, trying to hold on to every precious second. The Giants from the 22. Handoff. He's got a wide open alley.
They know if they give up a 1st down, the game is probably over. They get fooled and they give it up. probably why they're going to lose.
The Giants won in a runaway last week, Phil, and now they're going to try to win one that's going to come down to the wire.
I think all the teams in the league know when you're sharp, you're going to win the games, and that's an easy way to win. But can you find a way to win when your football team is not as sharp? We're going to find out.
Eli Manning will take it from the center here. He'll get it again. And they advance the ball onto the other side of the field. The Giants are going to burn the first of their 3 timeouts right here. 2nd and 3 after that last carry. Manning's got 2 tight ends on the field for this snap. They call his name again. He's got over 110 yards rushing on the day. We're back, and the offense is ready to roll after the timeout. First and 10. They call his number once more. So for Phil Simms and all the crew at EA Sports, Jim Nantz saying so long for now.
Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. We've got a good one on tap today. There's going to be two quarterbacks ready to get it done on the gridiron. It's Manning's Giants going up against RG3's Redskins. Now we'll go down to Jim Nantz and Phil Simms for this Week 3 matchup.
It's Thursday night in the NFL, and we welcome you to tonight's matchup here on EA Sports. Hello, friends. Jim Nantz along with Phil Simms. Just prior to kickoff for this primetime extravaganza, this adds another whole layer of excitement when you have this game under the lights.
I think you said it right. Center stage, players love it. Anytime you turn on the lights, they know it's special, and it brings out the emotion out of these players. And also, let's don't forget, the fans, they've been here all afternoon getting ready, so we're going to have a loud crowd also.
Jackson's going to be back deep here on the opening kick. And Josh Brown looks set now to kick it away. All set to punt here. And the punt is kicked out of bounds. Manning's heading towards the huddle now, having connected on over 70% of his passes last week. The Giants will take the snap from the 40. Slashes to the left side. And he's brought down right at the 43.
Well, when you're going to run the football, that's your objective. You cannot get frustrated by short runs. You know that it's going to build itself as the game goes along, so keep trying.
The Giants take it from the 43. That's Wilson making the stop.
Nice run that time. When you run the football like this, over a period of time, it's going to wear that defense out. There's no doubt about it. Nice job by the offensive line.
The Giants now facing third down. A week ago, they were up to the challenge in these spots. 3rd and 1. Right back to him.
Third and short, the defensive line, you got to guess. You got to think it's going to be a run play. I don't know what they were thinking. They let the offense just push them back, and they give up the first down. Good job by the offense, though.
For this play, they'll go with 2 tight ends. Breaks free. Breaks out of the tackle.
You got to be big, strong. You got to be tough, and we saw all those qualities that time in that run. Look at the broken tackles.
Here they come back to the line after picking up over 20 yards on that last play. Riley's in on the tackle. Here's our look at the Giants offense. This is an efficient group. Last week turning the football over just once. The Giants moving inside the 20 and the red zone. Last week they just feasted on that part of the field. Takes it again. Gets about 9 on the play. He's now over 50 yards rushing on the day.
Nice job that time by the offense getting the first down inside the red zone. And it's a good thing they got a quarterback with a strong arm because you got to throw into some tight spots in the red zone.
That picks up 7. They're just grinding away down here, inching closer to the end zone.
Well, that's what you got to do sometimes. It's hard always to think that you're going to come out and just make it.
Giants in for the score. In the end zone for the 5th time this year. Bill, that's a terrific touchdown here late in the first. The Redskins call for the punt. Looking to make a difference. Gains 13. The Redskins defense, let's see where they are mentally here, Phil, after allowing a touchdown.
Well, they got to have some motivation after that last drive. It was so poor. It's about discipline. We didn't see it from their defense. So this time, go out there and just do your job.
He's averaging right around 7 yards per carry on the game. We knew, talking with both teams, how much the running game would be a focus today, and for good reason. Here's a running back doing tremendous things out there, as he has all year long.
I think that's what's really incredible. And both teams do exactly what they wanted to do. The offense says, we want to run it. The defense says, we got to stop it. And how about it? The offense, once again, overpowering the defense.
First down at the 32. Wide to the left. The 33-yard line. And with these incredible rushing numbers, it's no surprise to see this team on top.
They are dominating on the offensive line. There's no question about that. They're being very physical, and that's why they're leading this football game.
Holding offense.
The defense accepts the penalty.
First down.
First down on the way. Eli Manning will take it from the center here. Right back to the ground. And that's a gain of 13. Phil, today we've seen a running back who was putting up some big rushing totals.
Jim, sometimes I get tired of talking about the quarterbacks and wide receivers, how well they're doing. What a good change of pace to watch the game evolve around a running back. And, man, this guy is taking advantage of those opportunities. Another handoff right back to him. And he's taken down, but not until he picks up the first. What a good job by the running back that time. He reads the blocks very well, and he picks his way through there, picks up a first down. That's nice.
First down at the 19. First down, it's back to the ground game. Inside the 20 now at the 19. The Redskins defense brings in an extra member of the secondary. They'll go nickel. And there's only 2 yards to be found right there.
I guess you'd say he's like a quarterback. You can't complete them all. And this running back, he can't make every run spectacular. Nowhere to go, so only gets a couple yards this time.
After that run, 3rd and 8 for the offense. And we've reached the 2-minute warning in this one. We've got a defense out on that field trying to stand tall and keep this deficit as it is on the scoreboard. 3rd down and 8. They hand it off to him again. And he heads to the sidelines out of bounds.
The Redskins defensive coordinator, my gosh, he is one happy guy. Anytime you get in the backfield and stop a runner and make him lose yards, that's some good stuff.
The coach is going to go for it. The Redskins go with the dime formation here on defense. The Giants from the 22. The Giants turn the ball over on downs. They're in punting formation.
special teams, so important in the NFL game, no doubt about it. How about that? The punt returner catches it, all the good moves, breaks some tackles, and takes it all the way for a touchdown.
They're set to punt it away now. He's going to challenge the punt coverage. That's a gain of 7. The Giants have been firing on all cylinders offensively in the first half, and they find themselves an first down at the 39. Going to lose yards here.
Redskins guessed right on the defensive side that time. They thought it was going to be a run play. They were all over it, and they got it in the backfield and made the tackle.
It's a two tight end formation. Handoff made. Greenland's there to make the stop. That'll do it for the first half. We'll be sending you to Larry Ridley back in our studios as we continue with the NFL on EA Sports. The Redskins ready to kick it away. The second half is officially underway. Got a flag down here.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
The kick goes out of bounds, and that's why the flag came out.
Everything was lined up to make this work, and what do? You kick it out of bounds. Just a mistake you can't make.
And here we go, the first snap of the second half. And they bring it down at the 44-yard line. Running the football is a mindset, and it's one this team has today for sure.
You can tell this was the thought process all week long by the offense. We're going to go out there, we're going to out-tough the other team and just run the football right at them, and it has worked well.
Second and 6 coming up. They bring in the extra tight end. He takes it on the counter.
Giants running back that time, he makes a bad decision. You can't be looking to make every play a big play when you're running the football. Look for a few yards, take advantage of that. He tries for the big play. What happens? He gets tackled for a loss.
Loss of a couple that time. And this will be incomplete. It'll be a 3 and out.
That's interesting as you watch the receiver trying to make that catch. He knew the defender was close, so he didn't put all of his heart into it. The defender made a nice hit and knocks the football out to the ground.
They'll take it at the 20. The Redskins. Phil, what's the issue with this team? This offense specifically. 3 straight drives without a score.
Well, Jim, I'd say this. It's bad coaching.
All set to punt here. No chance to return this one as that punt is headed to the sidelines. The Giants weren't able to get anything out of their last drive and were forced to punt as they take the field here. Do you think they are going to vary their approach, Phil?
Well, I hope so. I think they will. They got a lot of information out there in that short drive, Jim, and to do that by showing different formations and plays. You saw how the defense reacted to it. Now you counter-react and see if you can get some positive play.
I'm sure they're tired of being in the 3-and-out business.
It's a bad business to be in. I know. I get in a lot of bad businesses.
Eli Manning will take it from the center here. They'll run it here. That's a gain of 6. He's up over 140 yards rushing so far on the day. And here's a stat line that comes as a surprise to no one, Phil. This running back getting it done once again on the ground.
No surprise, that is right. Listen, this team practices the running game. They are tough. That's why they get it done week in and week out. Good job by the offense picking up a first down there. They've been terrific all day long. They're winning the football game, and they are tiring this defense out.
The Redskins with a nickel look here on defense. First down and 10. Up the gut here. And picks up maybe 3 or 4. He's now averaging 6 yards a carry on the day.
Well, not many yards to get there on that play, but it doesn't matter. What a day and what a job.
The Giants take it from the 38. Gets it again. Bites off the hit. That will bring us to the end of the third here in East Rutherford. We'll return in a moment for the beginning of the fourth quarter. Not a whole lot of scoring here as we welcome you back to the action. Here is the first snap of the final quarter. He'll pick up 7 this time.
When you run the football like this and you show toughness, there is no doubt when you fake it and try to throw the football down the field, the quarterback's going to have all day to get it done.
2nd and 3. Feeds him again. Has 12 on this play.
Running back and you want more carries, do things like this. Read the defense right, read the blocking, and pick up first downs. That's a really good job by the running back.
No margin for error from just outside the goal line. Power surge. Touchdown. And with less than a quarter to play, it's going to be very difficult to catch them at this point.
Yeah, the chances of a comeback have almost gone to impossible, but I'll say this on the offensive side. Don't take any chances and see if you can just find a way to march down the field and score to keep this game.
The Redskins call for the punt. We'll see what he can do here. Robinson's there to make the tackle. That return's good for about 14. A lot of things have to go wrong in any game for it to be this one-sided. But you look at the matchup at running back, and it's certainly just one more thing that stands out.
Yeah, when you run the football well, we all know you control the tempo of the game. And also, you get into all the situations that favor your offense and your defense. That's why they're blowing the other team out.
The Giants will take the snap from the 35. Running room. Stiff arms to stay on his feet. And he's going to be tackled right around the 37.
The Giants' offensive line will be whooping it up tomorrow when they watch this play in the film room. What a good job by them. Excellent planning and awesome execution.
Will go ground. Fights through contact. The Giants now move the chains. Just a huge gain for him. And that run puts him within 50 yards of the single-game rushing record.
Well, it's been an outstanding day, and it's been fun to watch, to be this physical on the offensive side and see a running back get so close, or you should say 50 yards away from the single-game rushing mark in NFL history. Hey, still a lot of hard work ahead, but I think they can get it done. The defense has got to be a little aggressive here. Your team is down. You've got to attack this offense. You don't want them to get in there and get another score.
Second and short. They feed it to him one more time. Picked up a couple that time. He's averaging right around 7 yards per carry on the game.
First down by the offense inside the red zone. Can the defense show them something different here and keep them from scoring a touchdown?
The Redskins with 2 extra defensive backs in the dime. Picks up about 5.
The Giants have really been dominant today on the offensive side. In the red zone now, they just take the football and they run it right at the defense and pick up solid yards.
2 minutes to go in the second half. Back now in this one, and time is running out here in the fourth quarter. Right back to him once more. New York Giants touchdown. His 4th touchdown of this game. They're in punting formation. No return as this goes for a touchback. The Giants can put this game away here. Just run out the clock here, Phil. It's been a blowout victory, and now all you're trying to do is not get anybody hurt.
That's right. Get this game over with. And in the NFL, you've got to treasure moments like this. To win easily, that doesn't happen often, so enjoy this victory.
The give. That's Wilson making the stop.
Jim, that's just playing it by the book. You got the lead, and you want to keep the clock moving, so what do? You run the football. When you're in the huddle, as a quarterback in this type of situation, you just tell everybody 2 things. Stay in bounds and put 2 hands on the football.
The Giants have jumped out to a big lead here, coming off that tight victory a week ago. A good sign for the progression of this team, Phil.
Yeah, they had a good week of practice, and I'll tell you what, the coaches believe in the players, and I really like the way the coaches have called this game. I think that's one of the biggest reasons why they are leading by so much.
No one's going to get him now. All the way home and all alone. Touchdown.
Well,
all that animosity, all that hatred, all the buildup, and in the end, it was a win that was a one-sided affair.
Yeah, it was in all sides. Everything you looked at, they got out hit today. They weren't as physical. They were not smart on the field. Even the design of what they were trying to do, the management of the game, that was wrong on the coaching side. Just one awful effort.
I wasn't planning to do this, but I'm gonna put commentary. Hello everybody, welcome to the stream.
For Phil Simms and all the crew at EA Sports, Jim Nance saying so long for now.
A whole load of games. Be sure to subscribe for more. Tell your friends about the channel. had some nice plays that game.
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. Two teams will need their quarterbacks to step up and lead their offenses on the gridiron today. It's Manuel's Bills going up against Manning's Giants. Now let's go to Jim Nance and Phil Simms for this week 4 matchup.
The Giants are back deep, ready to return the kickoff. And Dan Carpenter looks set now to kick it away.
See if we can get some yards.
We're underway here.
These are my favorite kind of games. I don't know what the day is right now.
And he's tackled just past
I
the
wish
20.
every single game I played would be like this. But some of them would also have snow. Like snow too.
Manning's coming out now to get this offense going. He had just 1 touchdown pass last week. First down at the 22.
On this team.
Slashes to the left side.
Can we do it?
So many times you watch football games and coaches just give up too early on the run game. Well, they'll keep it going today. After that run, decent pickup by the running back.
This matchup features the Giants against the Bills, a rematch, Phil, of Super Bowl 25 back in 1990. You were on the sidelines for that one, having guided the Giants through the majority of that season, but the Giants and Bills came down to the wire that day.
Boy, it sure did come down to the wire. We know about wide right, the field goal that was missed at the end of the game, but that game was all about this. Lawrence Taylor, the Giant defense, could they stop Jim Kelly and Thurman Thomas? And the K-gun that day, it was fun to watch.
Here's a look at the Giants offense. Last week, they never turned the football over once.
And it'll be 2nd down and 6 after the running play on 1st down.
Set up screen. He's turning ahead.
They all turned to the right way too early.
Now a look at the Bills defense. Last last
would've
week,
got that
this
first
group
half, they
came
got
up
a
with
couple more
3
yards.
forced turnovers.
At least.
The Giants are at the line, facing third down, which was not an issue for them last week, as they converted a number of times in crucial situations. Catch made. Now they take the football onto the opponent's side of the field.
What's the old expression? Just move the chains. That's what they did with that throw and catch that time, Jim. It also gives them a chance for 3 more downs.
First down at the 49.
And
they bring it down at the
push me all the way
38-yard
through.
line.
I'm gonna know that.
You're running back in this league and you pick up first downs. If you don't fumble the football, I promise you one thing, you're going to get more carries.
First and 10. Back to the ground. And he's tackled at the 32-yard line. He's averaging right around 7 yards per carry on the game.
Always good to have these types of runs. Hey, it's not a first down, but it sends a message. It shows everybody that you can run it when you want to. And also, it opens up so many other things for your offense.
Sorry about that.
The Bills lined up in the nickel. The Giants from the 32. He's going to get another carry.
The Bills defense is so fast and so powerful. That time on the run play, they just don't power the offensive line. They tackle the runner for a loss.
Loss of 2 on that play. Just 33 yards to go to the end zone. 3rd and 6. Back to him. And he's going to be tackled, and that's going to bring us to 4th down.
The defense was expecting run. They were up there. They were aggressive, crowd the line of scrimmage, and you just played right into their hands, and they got the tackle for the loss.
That beautifully executed punt now really will help out this defense, forcing the opposition to start the next drive inside the 10. Manuel is coming off a game where he threw 2 touchdown passes a week ago.
Yes, he is, Jim. He is a big man. He's got to use that size to more.
The Bills decide they will punt the football. We'll see what he can do here. Taken down at the 33.
The Giants love this type of play. Of course, everybody would. When you get a good punt return, that's what you want. And of course, it helps when you have an explosive punt returner back there.
The Giants offense trying to buck the trend that's taken hold here as they come out for this next drive. Defense has taken over. Each team has been forced to punt on its last possession.
Well, I got some information for him, or some advice, I should say, Jim. Don't try too hard, because when you go out there and try too hard to buck a trend like this where the defenses are playing well, it usually leads to a mistake.
I've had it where I'd completely juke somebody, and I'd be in front of them, and their back is facing me, and then their body just snaps, and they grab onto me and bring me down.
Back here to start quarter 2. We are deadlocked right now in a game that has seen its fair share of defense.
Yeah, it's kind of fun to watch, isn't it? I love defenses when they come out and they just establish the line of scrimmage and beat the offense up. That's what we've seen so far, and I think it's going to continue.
Tackle down at the 42-yard line.
You want to be a running back in the NFL, I'll say this. You better be able to break some tackles. We saw multiple tackles broken that time. Good job.
Phil going back to Super Bowl 25 when the Giants and Bills met. What a performance it was that day by Lawrence Taylor.
Well, the Giants, we needed it that day because Lawrence Taylor slowed down that offense to K-Gun, and he was outstanding as usual.
I want to be risky and stupid. So, yeah.
The Giants have decided now to go for it on 4th down and a short yardage situation. He'll get it again. And now we'll be on the other side of the 50 after this play. The Bills defense has to be demoralized by that fourth down conversion allowed.
I think anytime on the defensive side when you give up a fourth down conversion, it is heartbreaking, and it has to be heartbreaking for the defense right now.
First down at the 48. He runs with it right up the gut.
Good job by the defensive line standing in there and fighting, and they hold the running back to a short gain.
2nd and 8. Gives it to him again. Johnson's all over that offense and brings it down.
The Giants offensive.
The Giants have it at the 34. Makes the reception. And that's Lawson in on the stop.
The Giants have been awesome today on first down. That time it's a nice play design. They throw the football, picks up solid yards. 2nd and short. Boy, that's what every offense likes to be in.
Manning's 3 for 3 with that completion. 2 tight ends on the field here.
Sorry, again.
The Giants snap it up at the 26. Williams is there to make the tackle.
What a good job by the running back that time. He reads the box very well, and he picks his way through there and picks up the first down. That's nice.
Welcome back. Halftime just a couple of minutes away as we resume play out of the 2-minute warning. The Bills defense now is going to go nickel. They'll send it back to the quarterback out of the gun. That pass was hurried.
That's what you expect in the NFL nowadays from the players, especially these receivers. They're so aggressive, so athletic. They go all out for every catch. That time he just lets it all go. Not able to make the catch, but I'll give him an A for effort.
2nd down and 10. They're setting up screen. Still not taken down. Barrels ahead.
I tried to dive. This game doesn't always go the way you want it to.
Do the little things right. When you do those right, you get big victories. And doing it right is what this offensive player did that time. Had a chance to get out of bounds, stop the clock, give his offense more chances.
Short run, and it's a touchdown. A big touchdown right there. They're almost short at... The Bills will punt it.
For those who were here, seeing that I did get 1 touchdown on a punt return. Good luck.
Wants to give it a go here. They bring him down at the 41-yard line.
The Giants know there's 3 parts to every football game: offense, defense, and special teams. What a play.
They're not fast enough to catch me.
Good punt
These guys
return,
are
good blocking, they get it done.
The Bills couldn't stop the pass.
Maybe if they were to get
couldn't
worn
stop
out
the run
towards
the
the
last time
end
they were on the
of
field.
the game.
Oh my gosh, and the coaches are furious with the way they played. I thought the defensive calls were good. The techniques
My
and the
team has to
execution
literally
was awful.
block everybody.
Manning's alone in the backfield. The Giants snap it at the 41. Harris got it on a pass, had some heat on it. The Giants decide to take a timeout here, leaving them with only 1. They've got a first down with just a minute remaining before halftime. Now 1st and 10. Larry Donnell has the catch.
Well, if you guard the tight end close, sometimes that doesn't matter. They're so big and they got long arms, they can still make the catch. Quarterbacks give them a chance, they get it done.
This play set up by the long gainer. Will go ground. Ends up picking up 3 yards. It's now 2nd down and 7 after the 3-yard rush. Here's the handoff. Gaines is able to read that play and make the hit. The Giants with no timeouts left. Now looking at 3rd down. The Bills come out in a dime package. Manning's back in shotgun formation. Close rush with an interception that time by Gilmore.
It's a nice play that time by the defense.
Jesus Christ.
The offense is inside your red zone. You got to stop them from scoring. That was a good job of swatting the football away.
And the kick is good for 3. How important was it, Phil, to add another 3 to the lead before the intermission?
And you got to...
The Bills now ready to kick the football down the field. And the tackle is made. The offense will start their drive from about the 31. The Giants really have this offense cranking, Phil. They scored on their last 2 series.
You know, what we see now in the NFL, so many different ways to move an offense. Screens, run plays, power plays, trick plays. Right now, everything working on the offensive side.
That leads us to 2nd down.
This play's going to fail.
Gets the handle here.
Oh my gosh. No, no. You see how far they pushed me back? And I couldn't do anything about it.
He's averaging about
The
3 yards a
animations.
carry on the day.
That's what you want to do. Just get a 1st down, especially when you're on top. Keep the clock moving. Keep the defense guessing. Make them react instead of attack.
Away from the ball, there's a flag down on the field.
Great flag. It seems to always be on.
Face mask. Defense.
Boy, if this head got yanked back the other way, an obvious face mask penalty, and that's a big one.
It's about safety of the players, too. That's why when you grab, hit the helmet, in certain situations, it's going to be a 15-yard penalty. Don't grab the face mask.
Come on, Jesus Christ. Where? Let's take a look at this play, people. Of course we can't. Alright. Well, just still not be able to. Yeah. Well, if you were paying attention, you would see that 80 got off his guy and ran down the field. And there's nobody to block.
The Giants will line up. The 1st down markers right at the 23-yard line.
I understand why this game does that.
He's brought down. That's going to bring up 4th down. Brown's lining up for the field goal. He's 1 for 1 so far today. The kick in. It's through there. The kick is good.
Well, when you get points, it's never a bad thing. That is for sure. Good job by the field goal kicker that time. Nice job by the offense moving the football down the field.
They're set to punt it away now. The tackle is made at the 40-yard line.
Well, returning punts is a tough job. It's about judgment. That time, that was poor judgment by the return man. Should have just had a fair catch and never tried to return that.
The Giants put some points on the board on their previous possession. Although it was just the field goal, Phil, they'll be looking to add some more right here.
Oh, absolutely. I think they were disappointed in that last drive. You got it going. You think, here comes a touchdown, and it doesn't work, and you kick a field goal. So a little disappointed. That should give them some momentum to get tougher and make this happen and get a touchdown.
After the incomplete pass, it brings up second down. The Bills sat at the line. Dime package. Looking to go down the field here. It's intercepted.
Jeez, to throw it all the way over there. And it's like 2-3 people. Isn't this game just the greatest?
All set to punt here. Going to try and return this one. And a run back of about 4. The Giants' last possession ended painfully with a pick. And I wonder how they're going to handle the football this time around, Phil.
Well, listen, I think they'll handle it a little differently, no doubt. I thought it was a bad call on the interception and just put the quarterback and the offense in such a bad situation, and they were not able to overcome that. The Giants' offense has been tough today. They are fighting out there on the field. That's a nice job picking up that first down. It's been fun to watch. They got a small lead here in the second half. We'll see if that first down can lead them to a score.
It's an empty backfield for Manning this time. Out of the shotgun formation. On the money. Gilmore's in on the tackle.
There has been good pass protection for the quarterback all day long. He has not been sacked much, and he throws it there and gets another completion.
The Bills defense now loading up, expecting pass with a dime defense. Screen. Reaches out and grabs it.
Oh my Jesus Christ. 74 with fat. Just stands there, does nothing.
Nice thing to have when the window of opportunity is very small. Quarterbacks with strong arms can still fire it in there. Nice throw right on target by the QB.
Second down and 7. Throws the pass. They'll mark him at the 28.
Good job that time by the quarterback. You got a lead in the fourth quarter. Don't take chances. Nobody open down the field. So he throws it short, and he gets a completion.
Well, as the clock is winding down, the offense would like to just run it out. And he's tackled, but not until he picked up the first down.
That time, nice job. Offensive line gives him a little hole, and he gets in there and shows his toughness and picks up the first down.
The Giants last week cruised to victory, but now they're showing they're just as capable of playing in a tight game.
Want to be a good team in the NFL, you got to show that you have a lot of ways to win football games. We saw that last week. Now they got to show us they can win these tight ones also.
Set up screen. That's a gain of 10. That'll stop the clock with that timeout.
Good, they're calling timeouts.
Nice situation here for the offense. They're winning the football game. Now they're in the red zone. Let's see if they can come up with a play that fools the defense.
Graham's there to take it down.
I hope I didn't get first down. I really do.
Here to stop the clock.
Dang it.
They're able to move the chains after that last run. Back to the ground. Gilmore's the one who made the big stop. They call for the timeout to stop the clock.
Now they have no timeouts.
Breaking huddle at the 6. Shotgun look here for Eli Manning. Second and goal from the 6. That's Manning and Cruz combining. The Giants have surprisingly fallen into a funk here with their passing game. Manning's very talented, but he's going through a tough stretch now.
He is, and listen, you know what? We expect so much from him. You know, we think every single week is going to be another great day. That's not how it goes in the NFL. But Jim, we both know he's still touchdown, New York Giants.
Rush touchdown number 9.
What a job by the offense. So little time left to drive down the field and score. That just ices the game. Nice job by the whole football team today, but especially on the offensive side.
Takes another handoff.
What was that?
Point try is denied.
This game needs to hurry up and end, so I'm just gonna QB kneel. That does what, 40 seconds?
Takes the knee.
Nope, just makes the time tick.
From the 29-yard line. Takes the knee.
Thank you all for tuning in. Be sure to subscribe, like, tell your friends about the channel. This is the last game.
It'll be third down. The Giants call the timeout.
Get one
They're
fight.
first.
It's just a couple yards or
Third down
whatever.
on the way.
Just to be a fail.
Strong eye handoff here. It's Mario
See that?
Williams who makes the stop.
He was going down and they all of a sudden he just stands back up like a god. Takes me down. Well, that's it for this stream, guys. Be sure to subscribe, like, tell your friends about the channel. And I'll see you guys
For Bill
in the
Sims and all
next
the
one.
crew, Jim Nance saying so long.